Okay, so I, oh, how did I do that? Did you see that?
No.
Whoa, whoa, now it's both of us. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me tonight, Jessica. So I wanted to go over a couple things. What I'm going to do is just share my screen with you. And I always, oh, no, here it is. Okay, share screen. Okay, let me get rid of all this good stuff. Oh. Okay, so I wanted to, let's hope this comes up. Why is it not coming up? No, there we go. Oh, okay. Can you see yourself on this little tiny screen too? Oh, you're muted. You could unmute yourself since it's just the two of us.
Okay.
Can you see yourself on there?
No, I only see you and your
Oh,
screen.
oh, okay. That's funny. Oh, you learn every day. Okay, so tonight I actually just wanted to go over a few things. I wanted to keep it fairly brief as usual, but just to keep it pretty short tonight. So I wanted to go over the June Challenge Pack promotions. Pretty much we all know at this point that it's a 21-day fix, and Fix Extreme is 140, and then the Fix and the Extreme Kickstart packages are 180. So I know a lot of us are promoting those, so we're just going to keep doing that. And it's like the perfect time of year, though, for people to be promoting this. And I know people are selling a lot of these challenge packs, so I want everyone to keep doing it because I think we could have a huge massive amount of people that we're helping this month. Okay, so I wanted to bring up a couple things. I wanted to mention Super Saturday. It is already sold out. It is August 6th, but it's super important if you're going to be in town that weekend to be there. And if you join the Philly Fusion Facebook page, if you're not already a member, you should definitely just ask to join the group because it has everything very helpful to learning about what's going on in the Philadelphia area. Or if you're not in the Philadelphia area, just join whatever team is near you. Because it is super helpful. So if you go into that page, you can just join a list, and basically they will help you get a ticket because somebody's trying to sell one, and then they'll match you up with that person. So I actually tagged somebody in there today that's looking for a ticket. So be there. Summit 2017, I think the only people in my downline that are going to Summit this year are me and Trudy. So next year, I want all of us to go. I know that it is an expense. However, if you hit Success Club, your first 3 months of joining the business, you can get a free ticket. And that's how Trudy and I are both going. We both got free tickets to go, and we just have to pay for hotel and our flights. And I actually got the Capital One Venture credit card and pretty much had the entire flight paid for because I was just using it for other purchases, and it paid for my flight. So it's really something to look into doing. Register for the Success Club trip right away. I am already like, I don't know, I think I'm like 6,500th on the list, but I think 5,000 people go, and I feel really confident that I'll be able to go, and I already have over $500 towards that trip, so I'm probably going to go for free, and it's to Punta Cana. So I think that everybody needs to just at least register for it. If you don't get to go, unfortunately you won't get to go, but register for it because you never know, because not everybody can make it. Okay, so those are some big things I want everyone to do. Okay, so tonight I really wanted to talk about goal setting because I ended up winning the May Success Club prize, and it was a webinar from Brian Tracy, who was the author of Eat That Frog. So he's all about time management and being focused on your goals and being able to reach them and how to properly achieve them. So he did a 45-minute webinar based on the Beachbody business and geared it towards us. So I wanted to relay that to you guys because I know that last month was a rough month for Success Club, and I think that me and Ange, I don't know, and I think Casey, Natalie, and a couple other people hit it. I can't remember, but hang on one second. Okay. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Okay. So basically, because not many of us hit Success Club last month, I really wanted to relay this information. So we're going to go over some of the stuff that he went over. I just found these cute pictures because I think it's really important. Goal setting should be specific, the SMART plan, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and you should have a time frame for it. We learned this if there's a lot of therapists on the call or who watch this call. That's how you write your goals for therapy, and that's how you should write them for yourself too. Okay. Pardon me, Callie. Okay. So there is a master skill of success and achievement. And number one, it's to have clear goals and objectives. Number two is to have clear measures and standards. What are you doing? All right. You should have a clear schedule and deadlines as well. That is the third thing. I am having a rough night. Eric is not home tonight, so we're going to have a guest on tonight. Are you going to help me present the call tonight? Yeah, you can say hi to Jessica. Can you wave to her in the corner there? Oh, is Kai Kai there? Can you show us Kai Kai? Look at Kai Kai. You're going to see Kai Kai. There's Kai. Wave. No. He's waving at you. He's waving at you. Okay. Oh, he says hi. All right. So let me say this again. Poor people who are watching on the recording. I'm so sorry, you guys. But anyway, this is real life. The master skill of success and achievement. So Brian Tracy was pretty awesome with his webinar, and I'm going to show you 7 steps on how to set a goal and write a goal and how to make it happen. And here we go. The first thing you want to do is to decide exactly what you want. And that's not always easy, but you're going to do that. That's the first step. And I know this is like just in tonight's phone call, but I'm assuming people can go back through, freeze the frame, pause it, write all this stuff out for yourselves, take a screenshot, whatever. But you really want to do this because it's going to help you achieve your goals, whether it's Beachbody related or not. That's up to you. It's up to you to decide what you want to do. But I really want people to learn from this and grow for their own personal development. So decide exactly what you want, write your goals down, and make them measurable. Okay, so you're going to write everything down. Set a deadline and also set up sub-deadlines. So I don't know. Let's set a goal. What exactly do we want? We want to go to Disney World, right? Yeah, so we've been talking about going to Disney World. So that's exactly what we want to do. We want to go to Disney World. So I actually have written it down, and it is on my vision board. Actually, a Disney cruise, to be honest, because I don't think I want to take you to Disney just yet, but a Disney cruise. So that's what we want to do. So setting a deadline and sub-deadlines. So the deadline, we want to take a cruise in, what did we say, March of next year? Is that what we said when you're on spring break? Yeah? Yeah, we say yeah. That's what we want to do. And then there's going to be sub deadlines. And basically, I'm going to do like, are you okay? Look at me. What's wrong with you? You okay? You just got a hair in your eyeball. We're going to make sub deadlines. And for me, that's going to be monthly and weekly deadlines. Okay. And then make a list of every step. So I haven't thought this through all the way just yet, but basically, how we're going to get there and organize the list. So you're going to create a checklist on how to get there. So for me, honestly, it's coming down to income, and I'm using my Beachbody money to pay for a Disney cruise. So what I really want to do is start personally making X amount of dollars a week, which I want to make $600 a week. So I can start socking that away and putting payments down for our trip so that it's paid for, and then I have extra money to spend when we're there. So I'm going to organize a list, create a checklist, and then take action immediately on my goal. So every day you also want to do something. Every day. That the key is consistency. You can't just go a couple days of not doing something and expect these goals to happen and come true. You have to work at it every single day. So personally, what I'm going to be doing is inviting every single day. I have actually been doing a very good job of it the last couple weeks. I've been doing it every single day, inviting new people and just genuinely being a friend. And I feel a lot of momentum building up, which is great. So anyway, that kind of helps me with my long-term goal of being able to afford a trip to Disney cruise. Okay, so I had a little assignment that I really wanted people to do tonight, and that was setting goals, but I know it takes time. So this is also very similar to Chalene Johnson. She does like a 30-day push. If anybody has done that before, I did that and I found it super helpful. I actually never completed the whole thing, I'm going to be honest. So this time I really am, because I have huge goals and dreams that I really want to make happen. And Brian Tracy was saying that the hundreds of thousands of people that have read his books and done everything, the hundreds of thousands of people that have done it, he said not a single person ever came up to him and told him that this did not work. But he said he couldn't even count how many people told him how super effective this was and how they made their goals become reality and they were able to make everything happen. So pick 10 things you want to accomplish, take your time, write it all out, and then you're going to pick the most important goal. There's always one specific goal that's going to help you achieve all 9 other goals. There is. So you just take a look at that and take your time with it, and then take action, do it, make it happen, and just don't quit, because so many good things can happen for you. And it's just so important, because honestly, like if you don't have goals, then what's your purpose? You know, not even, again, this doesn't even have to be Beachbody related. My personally are Beachbody related and family related. My family is the most important thing. But if it has nothing to do with Beachbody, that's fine. But I want to have happy coaches on my team, and that's what's most important to me. So let's get out there and make some goals and make them happen. So I wanted to, this is super short, but I couldn't find just one quote because I really liked all of these. And I really liked this one down at the bottom though. The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goals to reach. So the other one was set daily, monthly, and long-term goals and dreams. Don't ever be afraid to dream too big, because nothing is impossible. If you believe in yourself, you can achieve it. So what I would love is actually to hear what everybody else's goals are, because that motivates me. If I have other coaches that have big goals, it makes me feel excited and it helps me get motivated. If I have coaches that just don't really want to do anything, that's totally fine too, because that's your own thing that you want to do. But I really like to have the momentum. I want to feel like I've got people that want to reach for the stars too, because I really see incredible potential for our team. I am confident we're going elite this year. I feel amazing about it. There are so many people that are doing incredible work on our team, and it's just amazing. So anyway, that's my thing. This was super crazy because I have Marlena awake. She should be in bed. And who else is here? Anybody else? I'm going to unmute you. Jess, you there?
I'm here.
I can't even see you. Oh, there you are. I'm
Can you see me?
Chris. I couldn't see you guys the whole time. I was staring at myself, and it was super awkward. What kind of, actually, I am going to, because I can hear your kids. I can hear someone's kids, but.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. Well, Chris, you're out in Hawaii, right?
Yes, I am.
So your kids are probably wide awake too.
Actually, I have nobody here. My wife and kids flew out yesterday to the mainland.
Oh my gosh. Are you coming out here?
I am flying out Monday to Virginia first, and then we'll be in New Jersey from the 30th of July to the 30th of June to the 8th of July.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you so excited?
I am. I'm just not looking forward to the flight.
Yeah. What is it? Like a 12-hour flight or something?
I leave here Monday at 2:30 in the afternoon, and I land in Virginia at 7:50 in the morning the next day.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's going to be rough. Well, going back home, when you come back, you end up like
Yeah.
gaining a day.
Yeah, so when we come back, we'll leave New Jersey on the 8th, and we'll be back in Hawaii on the 8th.
That's crazy. That's totally, it's like time travel.
Oh, it's insane.
Well, Chris, I'm so glad I'm not like, it's not, Jess, I thought like you hung up, so I could just only saw Marlena who was staring at herself. Chris, do you have any specific goals that you're working on? I mean, you've been super motivated and you've been showing up to all the calls, so I know that you are obviously invested, but what are some things that you've been wanting to do?
So the biggest goal that I have right now is reaching out to people. Like I have a hard time, I guess, reaching out to people using social media, like doing the whole messenger thing and trying to get a hold of people. I'm still using my personal Facebook page to like post my Beachbody stuff,
Mm-hmm.
workouts, and using Shakeology, like my daily events that I do. And I try to post some stuff from Beachbody themselves, like some of the workouts and stuff like that. But I don't have my own health page, kind of like what Carrie started on. That's how I started with Beachbody, was through her. So. So I think one of my goals is to try and, I guess, get better at reaching out to people. Because I had somebody reach out to me about getting the 21-day fix and all that. I've been trying to get back to them about, this month with the whole challenge pack, the deal on the challenge pack. And, they just, don't even hit me up anymore. It was like they had, I guess, a motivation a little bit, and then now they don't have that motivation. And then so here I am.
It's really hard. And actually, Chris, I think that's totally fine to run things through your personal page. You can do whatever you want to do, because there are a lot of coaches that do that. They don't even have a likes page like Carrie had. I mean, I have one too, but I have to say I get more traction through my personal page. And really, there's several different views on that, but that's a topic for a different night, I guess. But I think it is important that you are reaching out to new people. I know that can be kind of uncomfortable sometimes too, because you don't want to be in people's faces. But if you're sharing your stuff on social media, and obviously that person reached out to you, other people are watching you.
Okay.
It's kind of creepy, to be honest, because people are watching you. I've had people that have watched me for a whole year, never once commented or liked a single post that I ever put out. And then I got a message saying, okay, sign me up. I want 21-day fix or whatever. And I'm like, I had no idea that you even liked me. Really, because they're watching you. That's why it is so important that you do want to post 3 to 5 times a day.
Okay.
But you do also want to, do you ever watch, because you're one of the only guys on the team that's really actively working the business. Do you ever kind of look at Coach Caleb on YouTube?
No, not at all.
Okay. Coach Caleb, you just Google him or go on YouTube and do Coach Caleb. It's Caleb.
Okay.
I don't know his last name. It's epiceveryrep.com is his website. And he's a great male coach to follow. And it's just, I feel like that might be nice for you because I know that he does his inviting a little differently. He'll even do voice messages through Messenger too.
Okay.
Instead of message or emailing. Cause I know that my husband hates doing that too. Guys, you guys don't really do that.
No, I don't like the whole texting thing.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of guys don't. The other tip for you, Chris, is have you started running any challenge groups yet?
I haven't, and I've tried. I got about a couple people that do 20. I know one girl does 21-day fix. I invited her to our challenge group. I invited another one who does 22-minute hardcore. Actually, 2 to our challenge group. So it's and they haven't even one accepted, but never. I don't ever see her on there.
Okay.
The other one never accepted it at all, and then the other, both the other 2 never accepted. So, and I did invite one of them to the last coach event that we had, sneak peek, and she signed up for it, and then I don't think she ever came online at all.
Mm-hmm. Did you follow up with her?
I haven't been able to because she's been busy with she does Broadway.
Oh.
So she's been very busy with that. So
okay.
Trying to get back to her, and she gets back to me 2-3 days later. And
Yeah.
So it's
It
especially the
is
6 hour difference.
the time difference. Is that what you said?
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, you're like totally opposite schedule.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, just keep plugging away at it though, because consistency genuinely is the key. It's really how you're going to make your business work and follow up too. Do you listen to the National Wake Up Calls?
I download them on my phone, and then when I'm at work, I put them through my speaker.
Yeah, because there was a good one on yesterday, yeah, for following up too. And I think that would really help you as well. But all right, so your big goal is to reach out more, but wait a second. But what's the big goal though? What's your end result? What do you want?
Result is extra finances, I guess, to help, with our trips. Because this trip that we're going on right now is $7,000.
That's well more than my Disney cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's taking my wife like all year to save up for half of it. And now the other half we've put on a credit card to try and pay off the rest of the year. So it's just hard. It's and they keep taking money away from us out here. So it's just even harder to try and save out here when a gallon of milk is $5.
Yeah, Hawaii is ridiculously expensive. It is insane. All right. Well, I would say this after this call, put it on pen and paper, do it. Because you can totally make it happen. Honestly, like I wish I could have like recorded the webinar. I obviously couldn't the way they did it, and it's actually gone now. I have no more access to it. It was only for a limited time. But it was super helpful. And really, he said every single person that ever followed those 7 steps, they really genuinely made their goals happen. They came true. So do it. Okay. And Jess, do you have any specific goals? I know we've talked a lot, but do you want to share anything?
Yeah, no, I mean, just right now is for me focusing on being consistent with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I fell off the track a little bit here and there. I would get back on, and then, it's just kind of teeter-tottering back and forth. So now I just want to focus on being really, really consistent, because even the start of June has been a little bit better for me, as far as even reaching out and getting people responding a lot better than before. So I know consistency, it's key. So I just need to keep going with it. And then, of course, my big picture is financial freedom for my family, and just, being stay-at-home mom, having the ability to contribute to the family stuff is important to me. So we can do stuff that I want to do with them.
Okay. Well, think about too, a specific amount of money. You don't have to say it out here on the recording.
Right.
You don't have to do that, but think about specifically, what do you need to make a year, a month, a week, a day? And then, because one of the things we hear it all the time, but I just genuinely think we don't do the work, is breaking down, okay, well, working backwards from your goal. Like, okay, let's say I want to make, $8,000 a month. Okay, well, that's basically $2,000 a week. And then break that down by 7 because I'm not good at math. So, like per day. So really genuinely do that. And I think that you will be able to see like, okay, well, this is how many people I need to invite each day. This is how many people I have to follow up with. I have to sell this many challenge packs, or I have to add this number of coaches to my team. Okay. So I think when you do that, it becomes a lot more realistic and less overwhelming. The other thing is, he was saying, think about what you want to achieve in the next year, but Marla, hang on. If you think about what you want in the next year, that's fine, but that sometimes is just like too far away. It's like not necessarily realistic. You're like, yeah. Okay, well, next year, that just seems so far. But when you say, okay, this time next month, where do I want to be? That's way more realistic. Or even next week, like I want to make, $50 extra next week than I made this week. You want to really break it down that way. So hopefully that's going to be more helpful for you.
Yeah,
I'm totally going to do it. I feel like revved up. I also wanted to talk about all this goal setting stuff because at the beginning of the year in January, I talked with a lot of coaches, and Chris, I know you weren't signed on at that point, but a lot of coaches that have been on for a while, they said, okay, well, I want to be diamond by the summer. well, honestly, the summer is here, and people, sometimes lose sight of those goals, and the summer seems so far away, but it's here, and some people have dropped rank, and it's hard. So I wanted to maybe bring this up to help people get back on track, get back to Emerald. Our team is growing so fast and I am adding on coaches. And Chris, I know that Carrie's been adding coaches under you, and Liz, like our upline is adding all these coaches underneath us. And if you're Emerald, you're just going to start making money. Like you will just start making residual income. So that's why it's so important to just at least at the minimum get to Emerald, so you can just get team cycle bonuses, because you may not get something one week, but that volume will carry over. And I think, Jess, if it's okay to say it, but I think you said like you got like $80 or something just in residual volume, and you were like, didn't know where it came from, but because you had extra that rolled over. So, I mean, $80 may sound like peanuts, but it's a big deal because you can get a ton of food for that, So anyway, that's another reason why I really wanted to bring up this goal setting thing. So thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. Really did. Thanks for the shenanigans going on. Like, I really appreciate it. Do you guys have any questions or anything?
No.
Go ahead, Jess. You go.
Yeah, I just wanted to, when do we find out about Summit for next year to like sign up for that?
I think that I don't know the exact answer, but I believe like you can register at the end of this year's Summit. Like a lot of times, I think like Summit sold out like within a very short period of time. Like I want to say sold out within a couple days or weeks or something like that. So that's why I'm bringing it up now, because I want people prepared, because Summit is next month. And I want people just to like register for Summit and at least be on the list, because I know not everybody is going to go. And I think, I don't know if Summit sells out. So you want to be at least on that list to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, friends. Wait, how do you say, is it also aloha to say goodbye in Hawaii?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Aloha for hello and aloha for goodbye.
That sounded really dumb. I think I need to go to bed. Oh, it's recorded. Oh, man. Well, aloha. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.